Are you in a toxic relationship or do you know someone who is in one? Hi, I'm Teja, Priyadarshini, founder for Akashic Center for Healing, and today let's get out of toxic relationships. We do not need them, they are not good for us, they're not good for our health, mental and physical, and it's time we realize what toxic relationships can do to us. Relationships that do not allow us to be ourselves, that cause a lot of stress and anxiety every time we open our mouths to voice our opinion, and relationships that make us feel like we're walking on eggshells almost every second of the time we're around that person, and relationships with people who are narcissistic, who are self-obsessed, who have this grandiose idea about themselves, or sociopaths who are world-class manipulators, or even psychopaths who have mental disorders like schizophrenia or bipolar disorders, sometimes can affect the way we live our lives. So we need to understand what we truly want for ourselves, and if we find ourselves in relationships with people like these who do not allow us to be truly happy, truly free, truly independent, and make us love ourselves, then it's time to get out of these toxic relationships. First thing you need to understand is you cannot be in denial of your relationship being toxic. The more you deny the fact that you are not in a toxic relationship, the more you cannot see what it's doing to you. So if you are in denial, it is not going to help you. You need to let go of a toxic relationship, whether it's your spouse, your partner, your lover, a friend, a colleague, even if it is your sibling. You need to understand if it is a toxic relationship, it will affect the way you look at yourself, the way you perceive life, and the choices you make in your life. So it's time to let it go. The second thing that you can do or understand is that you cannot wait for that person to change. Nobody will change unless they want to change. I bet if I'm telling you all of this, but unless you really want to take my advice, it's not going to change you either. So change is something very subjective to a person. So if you're going to sit around and wait for that person to change, understand it's never going to happen. Change is something that they need to choose to do in their life. If they do not do it willingly, the change is not going to last forever, and you will come back again to square one. So if you are someone who's waiting for someone to change to have a better relationship with them, then I suggest you stop waiting and move on. The third thing you need to do is to realize that you deserve better. You deserve more happiness. You deserve more respect. You deserve to be loved. So if a person is not giving you any of these basic things, then it's time to move on. You need to understand that as a human being, you have your own opinions, your judgments about things, your way of looking at life, your perception is very unique to you. And if the other person doesn't want to listen to you or doesn't accept you for everything that you are and is constantly criticizing you, letting you down, making you feel miserable about yourself, then you need to know or see the fact that you deserve a lot more than that. You deserve the respect another individual should give you ideally in a relationship. So if you are not getting what you deserve, it's time to move out of that toxic relationship. The fourth thing that you need to understand is that you need to accept the fact it's going to hurt. It will hurt like crazy, but if it is making you miserable being in that relationship, this hurt that you're feeling, it's very temporary. It's going to go away once you understand that you have made a beautiful decision for yourself to get out of a toxic relationship and move forward in life in a more positive manner. So even if it hurts now, it will go away eventually. So don't get caught up with the fact that, oh, it's going to be so miserable if I break up with this person. I can never do it. I can never go through a breakup. It's all going to be temporary. It's just for a little while. It will pass. But the decision about changing your life, getting out of a toxic relationship is worth that pain. The fifth thing that you need to understand is that it's okay to cry. Cry your heart out if you must. If you must take time to heal, Cry as much as you can, because that is one of the simplest way to relieve the body of the stress and anxiety and the sadness that you're feeling. It is okay to cry. It is okay to be disappointed and sad that a relationship hasn't worked out for you, but don't be so hard on yourself. Look at yourself as an outsider would, as a third person would, and ask yourself, if I was seeing this in someone else, what advice would I give that person? And that advice is very important. Would you tell them to go back to the toxic relationship, or would you tell them to move on with their lives? Think about it. Look at yourself objectively from time to time and make the decision which will be the best decision of your life. The sixth thing that you can do is to take some time off. Everybody needs some time to heal. So it is alright if you don't want to go jumping into another relationship, if you don't want to talk to people, if you want to just be on your own for a while, it's okay. Just take some time off. Maybe fill that space in your heart, that hole in your heart, with an activity like, say, trekking or baking or painting or some craft of some kind that will occupy your time and focus. Once you're able to do that, then slowly and eventually you will start feeling like you can move on with your life, and it will also give you time to reflect upon who you truly are, that you are the strong person who wishes the best for themselves, who truly loves themselves and is making these decisions so that they can have a happier, healthier life. So take your time, take all the time you need to heal completely once you step out of a toxic relationship. The seventh thing is so important. We always look for happiness outside of us, but happiness is inside of us. We look outside of us for people to make us happy. Because of that, we have expectations, we have projections, we want people to be a certain way to make us happy, and when that doesn't happen, we feel disappointed and sad. So if you want to truly be happy, it is time to start looking within ourselves for that happiness. See what are the things that make you happy and do only those things. Trust me, when you do only the things that make you happy, you will be able to control your own happiness, and that is such a powerful way of living. So next time you are looking for happiness, try looking for it inside yourself. And like I say in all of my videos, if you want to chat with someone or you want to talk to somebody, do not hesitate to pick up that phone and get in touch with me. My details are on my website, and you can also get in touch with me on Facebook and on Instagram at Akashik Official. Until I see you next time on Thursday, have a wonderful week ahead and have fun.